Well, hello and welcome back, my friends. This is the 5th ever video in my YouTube career. And now that I am a professional gun tuber by some of y'all's standards, I figured I should go ahead and revamp my look, you know? So, for starters, we've got the backwards hat to remind you all that I'm cool and hip with the times. These right here, tactical see and specs to protect my eyes. And also, just give me that real badass look. Also, we've got the most important part by a mile, the Vet Bro t-shirt. To remind you guys that while y'all were in school and working day jobs, I was fighting in the thick of it in Kuwait back in 2015. So I know literally anything and everything there is to know about guns ever because I was in the military. So don't ask questions. But now, back to it. Today's video, something near and dear to my heart that I've always wanted to try but never really got around to. Potato silencers. I've heard stories over the years and from a long time ago that if you stick a potato on the end of your gun, it works as a silencer. It will quiet your gun, which sounds pretty crazy, but seeing as it ran me about 75 cents, why not try it? And also, while I was at the checkout line, I found this, which I'm not 100% certain what it is. It's a gourd of some sorts. But it was right at the checkout line, and I figured for an extra $2, this right here, that's a rifle silencer if I ever saw one. So, for the firearms today, what we're going to be using for the pistol, got a Mark 23 here. For the benchmark silencer, I've got a, what is this, Silencer Co. Octane 45 HD. For the rifle can, I've got a Scar 17, pretty much bone stock internally except for trigger and all that jazz. And then I've got a Dead Air Sandman TI. So, with that being said, these are the two firearms we're going to test these here vegetable silencers on. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alrighty, benchmark number one. Standard Mark 23, standard ammo through an actual suppressor. Should perform as expected. Did what it was supposed to. Alrighty, now on to take two with the actual potato, which for any of you curious, the thread pitch on a sweet potato is 16x1 right hand, which is why I chose these. A standard russet was something like 1/2 by 28, and I didn't feel like digging out an AR to slap that on. Perfect. We're gonna go ahead and put the blast shield down for this one because I can honestly say I don't trust it. Well, that was fucking disgusting. So sweet potatoes perform less than ideal, I'll go with. Alrighty, with the potatoes out of the way, let's move over to the rifles. We've got take one, which is the standard Scar 17, standard ammo, through an actual can. Let's see what it does. As expected, it works. Well, alrighty, we're finally here. The final round, the moment we've all been waiting for. We've got this beautiful gourd here that is gorilla taped onto the end of my Scar. Had to use a gorilla tape, it kept slipping off. Surprise, surprise, the threads on a gourd are pretty weak. But now that they're here, let's go ahead and blow up a gourd one, why don't we? Might I add, this thing is extremely heavy. Oh shit, did I just squib? No way. There's no way that just worked. Hold on just one moment. Let me investigate here before I accidentally hurt myself. I think that just worked. No way. Ugh. thing wasn't so heavy, I'd dump a little more. Okay, so this wasn't supposed to be a video about this actually working. I kind of just went to the supermarket, bought some vegetables, and planned on blowing them up. But if you can see that, we've got exit and we've got quiet. So that's neat. Let me do a little more something here. That's quite possibly the coolest thing I've ever seen. Wonder what the ATF regulations are on registering a squash. I think it's a squash. I don't know. Gourd of some sorts. Huh. Let me get all this armor off and let's take a peek at this thing. Well, alrighty. Let's get to the after action report here of this squash, which wildly enough actually worked and is quite possibly one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life. As you'll see, the end is blown out here. I will give a little preface to this by saying I did use this here Sawzall blade and cut a little hole in either side and then run a 1/2-inch paddle bit all the way through the middle to, you know, at least give it a channel for the bullet to go through. While I was doing that, I dropped it on the floor and made one of these here cracks. I don't remember which one. But anyways, as we can see, it blew the end out and it is all sorts of scorched on the inside there and nasty, which, you know, to be expected, but this thing freaking worked, which is insane. Like, how does that happen? I'm just mind blown, guys. Just, we'll end it here. I approve.